ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget about our brothers and sisters in the Gulf Coast states that are impacted by Hurricane Nate. I was just looking at some videos. The flooding is unbelievable from this thing. And from what I understand, it's the usual things that we see. You see the power outages and the flooding. They haven't even got to the storm surge yet. And you should see how flooded it is in some of the coastal area. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. This is from CNN. Hurricane Nate weakens to a tropical storm after making U.S. landfall. Now, it's supposed to move across the country all the way up through Canada as a tropical storm. But let me go ahead and play this video.
You can see the surge is halfway up inside this entrance, and there's some escalators straight ahead, and there's the surge halfway up the board. The storm surge is no joke. This is what they always warn about.
I'm only about maybe 6 or 7 steps in. It's already up to my ankles. It goes farther back. The road dips farther back.
Really rolling now. And an indication clearly that Nate, if not right on shore, right up against shore here in Biloxi.
There was Martin Savage. This is the Bay of Biloxi. And what you see here, this big gap, that's the eye of the hurricane. That's the center of the storm.
Highway 90 will have to be cleaned before we can access it again. We have a lot of power outages around here, but that's to be expected, I guess.
We've been watching this storm, and it's one of the quickest moving storms on record, maybe the fastest. By the time the sun breaks, it ought to be a pretty day.
All right, there you go. That is a lot of rain. That's a lot of flooding. So the storm surge will begin, and the surge, that's what's going to bring a lot of water up on the shore, up on the land, I mean. Hurricane Nate weakened to a tropical storm Sunday morning as it moved inland over Mississippi and Alabama. The National Hurricane Center said adding the storm surge flooding continued in coastal areas. The storm maximum sustained winds had dropped to 45 miles an hour. The center said it was about 50 miles southeast or median Mississippi, 95 miles southwest of Montgomery, Alabama. The storm surge warning remained in effect for areas between Mississippi-Alabama border and Walton County, Florida, in the Panhandle, which I knew that was going to get hit. I think really that was really the only major part of Florida that was hit this time. So it was not exactly the same areas that were hit before by Irma. Nate made its second landfall near Biloxi, Mississippi, shortly after midnight local time Sunday as a Category 1 hurricane. It was the first hurricane to make landfall in Mississippi since Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Just hours earlier, Nate made its first U.S. landfall near the mouth of Mississippi River in southeast Louisiana with winds of 85 miles an hour, the Hurricane Center reported Saturday night. So this is the track. This is about where it is now, and it's moving across the country as a tropical storm. It actually is supposed to hit New Jersey as it passes through and go all the way up to Canada. So hopefully everybody is safe. You can definitely see the flooding and all of the high winds and everything that's going on there. But y'all, this is this is unbelievable. The amount of storms that have made landfall. You really think about it. It was Katia in Mexico, made landfall there. And then you have Nate. You had Maria, which ravished the islands right behind Irma. And then you have Irma. And it was like these storms, and Harvey. Can't forget Harvey. And all these storms made landfall and came back to back like weeks, just only like a week or two apart. I tell you, like I said, if I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. But Look like, it was a fast moving storm. Hopefully, it will be out of the coastal area by later on today. But please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. Peace, family.